For those of you who were around when we did the Lifecast of Rocky, this piece right here might look familiar. Okay? So yeah, the whole thing is coated in clay. So let's go over what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be coating the inside of the Lifecast that we took about a week ago. We're going to be coating that with clay and then backfilling it with foam. So the first thing we have to do is cut up a bunch of clay to put in the oven and liquefy it. So let's get started with that. So what we have to do is prep the Lifecast, which is right here, for pouring the clay in. So let's take a few minutes to kind of just talk about what that's going to look like. So for those of you who were around when we did the Lifecast of Rocky, this piece right here might look familiar. I have some clamps on it, but we're going to take those off real quick so you can kind of see what's going on. All around, a lovely silicone on the inside Lifecast of our model Rocky with a plaster bandage outer shell to help keep its form. We had the ponytail. She had really long hair. We had the ponytail coming out of this, so we just decided to do a hole. So we're gonna have to plug this for what we're doing today. We'll use some Sculptex just to slap it on, and then we're gonna pour clay inside this, okay? And we're gonna slush it around, creating a shell of clay. Then we're gonna backfill it with some hard urethane foam. The reason we're going to do that is because if we were to do this whole thing of just clay, A, it would be a ton of clay. B, it would be extremely, extremely heavy. We don't need to do that. We need maybe a 1/4 inch of clay, and the rest can be foam, which will make it light, easy to move around, and easy to work on. So let's get started. First things first, we need to get this in place. So let's work on that. So the first thing we have to do is glue this right here, okay? And that's what we're gonna do. all done. Look at that. So, you guys remember, when we first brought this over here, the silicone on the inside was flopping all around. It wasn't holding its shape, now it's holding its shape. So we have a head cast of Rocky that we're going to pour clay into here. We're gonna rotocast it, creating a layer of clay around the whole thing. We might need to use a brush, which I have some over here, but we wanna create a layer of clay. And we might pour it out, pour it back in, pour it out, and then we're gonna backfill it with foam. So I'm gonna go grab the clay, and the real fun is about to start. So rock on. So yeah, the whole thing is coated in clay. And yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote. So the foam we're gonna use is a hard foam, urethane foam, and urethane foam is activated by heat. So my guess is when we pour it in there, we're going to actually see it activate pretty quickly. We are going to pour into this hard foam. Let me bring a little bit more light on that for you guys. So just a little bit of a recap. We had a silicone Lifecast from our model Rocky that we took about 2 weeks ago. It's a hard plaster outer shell. We use plaster bandage. Then there is a little bit of this blue silicone you see that we use to pick up all the detail. On this last Saturday, I poured liquid clay that we had heated up inside, and we had rotocasted it around to create a few different layers of clay on the outer shell of the inside. Then we backfilled it with hard polyurethane foam, which will hopefully give us a really nice clay positive that we can fix any manufacture errors. We can fix any of the problems, air bubbles, the bald cap, whatever the case may be. So first thing we have to do is to open this up. Before I do that though, I am gonna wanna cut off this excess foam. You can see here, okay? Just try and cut it flat. So give me a second real quick. I'm gonna grab a hacksaw and we're just gonna quickly hack off pretty much as we don't need off of this before we pop it open, so that when I'm fighting with it, it's not falling all over the place. It'll be sitting flush, which is the goal. So we have a flat area now. So now we're just gonna take off the tape. I'll switch cameras, maybe it's a little bit better of a view here. I'm just tearing the tape. We don't need to save it. And that is how it's done.